family, there is no more respected name. I want to talk about this because only a dozen or so people in America can own it. This is breathtaking.
Yeah.
Two choices, right? We have Golden South Sea or the Tahitian.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So these are the two most rare varieties of pearls in the entire world. What you see here, the dark pearls on top, they come from the middle of the Pacific Ocean and the island chain known as French Polynesia. Here, these are the actual pearl farms that these pearls were harvested in. Now, these aren't any normal Tahitian or South Sea pearls.
Right.
In that most rare of rare variety, these are enormous. At 13 to 14 millimeter, we've set them in this refined, simplistic, yet timeless Lariat style necklace that is adjustable. Now, we're seeing the Tahitian pearl farms here where those black pearls come from, but the Golden South Sea pearls, the #1 most rare pearl on planet Earth, there it is. That's the Philippines. Those are the pearl farms that the Golden South Sea pearls come from. It's the most rare variety. They're natural color gold. So it's like striking gold in the world of pearls.
You didn't do anything to make this gold.
So the black have this beautiful peacock, and the gold are gold that comes out of the water, that exact color. They are not color enhanced, not treated. This is Mother Nature's creation at its very finest. Look, that's the moment, the magic.
Wow,
You see that gold coming out of that oyster?
You struck gold, you struck gold.
Yeah. So in the South Sea variety, the most rare variety, there's white and a rare subspecies of oyster that produces gold. But for every one golden pearl, there's 1,000 white pearls.
Wow.
And those are even the most rare variety. So, and then when you look at the harvest, you're seeing pearls that come out. The average size is gonna be about 8 to 9 millimeters.
Okay.
So when we go up to this ultra rare, 13 to 14 millimeters, this is the real thing. Now, Lariats have been so popular in our company for so many generations now, but we wanted to take that Lariat and kind of do it. See, we have a size chart here we flashed up, and this is off the chart. This is actually off the chart.
It's bigger than those.
Bigger than the largest one that we submitted as our size chart, right?
Gosh.
So this Lariat is fully adjustable. In that silver spacer on the top there, it goes up and down. You never have to worry about fumbling with a clasp. You just slide this over your neck, and then you can kind of design whether you want to stagger the pearls, one lower and one higher, or you want to wear them both at the same. But these are to get noticed. The luster is beautiful. Now, what these are done in is what we call a semi-Baroque drop shape.
Last call, everyone.
Now, that is 100% natural shape. You could see these beautiful rings of color going around the pearl, and that's just as they would have formed under the waters. 100% natural. The color as well, 100% natural.
They're letting me know the gold is out, so the South Sea, the Golden South Sea is outselling the Tahitian. So guys, I want to show you this before it's sold out. These are so big, they are actually off our chart that we have to show off and show everybody the different size variants. This is a 13 to 14 millimeter. We are down to the final 8. If you want the Golden South Sea, you must be ordering right now. I mean, you can see that is undeniably, unmistakably, it's gold.
Yeah, and to own one of these is something that so few women actually have in their collection. The Golden South Sea is the pinnacle of the pearl world, and when we're talking actual rare gemstones, that Golden South Sea pearl is going to rival in terms of rarity some of the other most rare gemstones like a Periba tourmaline or a pink diamond. The production of these Golden South Sea pearls is so minute, so small, that to get our hands on, especially these sizes, it's very, very special. And then the design itself is just a showstopper, no class to worry about. A modern take on a classic with just some of the most exquisite, rare, and beautiful pearls that Imperial has ever brought to market. So huge congratulations to our sophisticated ladies, our shoppers, who are getting home some of the most rare pearls in the world. Even the caps on these that hold the pearl into the necklace are done in this beautiful asymmetric way, where it's kind of, just goes and holds it so beautifully. And sometimes I always say, less is more. Yeah, sure. It's not about how many ingredients are in the dish, it's about the quality of ingredients.
Such a true statement. I mean, really, everything about this is a win. The design, I mean, your length is 28 inches, but you've got this beautiful adjustable Lariat style. So every occasion, every style, every look, you can wear it longer or shorter. I mean, you've got so many things to play with there, so many different looks. This is forever. This is for you and your daughter, your grandchildren. It will never be out of fashion. And for those asking, it is real. An understandable question, but this is a real Golden South Sea pearl or the Tahitian. Don't forget about the Tahitian. That gorgeous color that is unmistakable. But the gold seems to have captivated us
The
today.
values are incredible, and these are pieces that if you took to an appraiser, they would be shocked that you picked them up for these prices. But the difference is, Imperial's a third-generation company. We work directly with the world's premier Philippine golden South Sea pearl farmers.
Years.
I have spent weeks of my life out there actually on the farms. They allow me to work alongside of them, and because of the generations, my grandfather and my father, who have all traveled out there and actually formed these bonds, these relationships, that has granted us the access directly at the harvest to bring our customers prices that they can't find and quality that you can't find anywhere else.
It's one of our most beloved brands on HSN in the world of jewelry, and you can see why. It's so impressive, so important. Are we going to do this now? The first this day only? Oh, I'm getting nervous. Okay, just before we get to the first of the 2 this day onlys, both of which will sell out in seconds.